Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the 90th Minute. Clearly, it's a very different setup. Due to COVID-19, the coronavirus, whatever you want to call it, we've kind of had to, self-quarantine. None of us are sick. It's just, prevent measures from others. We're good self-isolating, I guess you can say. This time we can have beers. Me and Liam are having beers. We don't advise drinking to anyone who's under the age, of course. But I am enjoying a Bavaria. Not sponsored, of course, but very great beer. He's got Stella. Anyways, gentlemen, what are we discussing? What's new in the world of football?
Well, hold on. Everyone, we have to make sure. Thank you for tuning in. Thank
Yes,
you for
of course.
Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube, following on the social medias, TikTok especially.
Especially if you enjoy our faces right now.
Yes.
If you enjoy our faces, then yes.
We've hit 1,300
incredible success.
1,300 on YouTube. So
thank you for all the new subscribers on YouTube.
On the brink of 18,000 on TikTok, and I don't know how Instagram and everything else is doing. Also, thank you to everyone who's followed my Twitch channel. Thank you very much. I've seen the love and support. God bless. Twitch.tv/itswoz.
You know
Woz.
Honestly, yes.
And also, our voices may sound a little worse compared to other videos. That's because Liam is using headphones, Greg is using headphones, and Woz and I are using USB mics.
We're trying our best.
My
out
mic
here.
got messed up. There we go.
That's okay, Greg. So, yeah, I mean, last week we did the update where we said, the 90th minute isn't going to pause. That's true. But we had to kind of relocate, all four of us.
Change.
Yeah,
We're in four unknown locations.
We didn't think this would happen in a week.
We're actually all in the same house right now. We're all just in 4 different rooms.
If only.
Yeah. 6 feet apart.
I'm completely joking when I say that, by the way. So we're not.
Honestly, I can't see Greg. I can see the other two.
Yeah.
Greg, mystery. I don't know where he
it took us a while to get this going too. But on some good news.
We should probably kick off. Let's get into the
actual
football.
podcast.
Come on.
Yeah, let's talk about football.
Let's talk about the Euros.
The Euros have been officially canceled.
Yeah.
Euro 2020 is going to be in 2021.
And they want to call it Euro 2020.
It's odd.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Who decided this?
So wait, it's called Euro 2020, but it's in 2021?
Yes, they're not changing the name.
What?
Which is very stupid.
It doesn't take much effort to change the logo.
I'm sorry. I hit my mic. I was trying to get my water. I'm so sorry. We're good.
Got
We're
a
good.
beer and a water? What are you doing here, Woz?
I'm not drunk, I promise this.
He's being responsible, actually, with that.
But let's talk about the Euros because it's an incredible move by UEFA. It's huge for the football world. I mean, to move a tournament of that scale, it's insane. It's never happened before.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I was kind of waiting for this to happen. There's no way football is gonna be back until probably August. I say the earliest.
Yeah.
We're not doctors, obviously, but yeah, it doesn't look.
It doesn't look promising.
We're not gonna delve into the whole virus itself, of course, because we just talk about we talk about sports.
We're not professionals.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Let's talk about the impact from the virus on sports, and particularly the Euros. Do we think this is going to benefit any teams?
Definitely teams like Netherlands who have key injuries to their attackers, like Depay, Bergwijn.
Not even that. It kind of
Malen
opens a window for players to kind of develop if they can in this window. But some teams can improve.
Talking about players being injured like that, though, it could just be other players could be injured next year, though.
No,
yeah,
100%.
It's
the players who are out right now could come back.
I mean, ideally, Paul Pogba could be ready for the Euros.
Oh God.
Yeah, took about 2 minutes before the Manchester United podcast.
Yeah.
It also helps guys like Eden Hazard, who's been having a poor first season at Real Madrid, and he's recently injured. So maybe, depending when football starts up again, maybe he'll be able to bounce back and adapt well at Madrid.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't really benefit. Well, actually, it benefits England too.
In a sense, yeah.
Harry Kane.
Harry
Kane back, another year of development for Jadon Sancho and other young talent.
The thing is there really gonna be like a window for development with this virus putting a hold on football?
Not really.
I think there will be. I mean, because the players are still training. Yes, they are at home, but they're still working. They're still developing.
Well, this is what Wayne Rooney said. He said players will struggle with loss of routine, and mental health is a big issue.
Oh, of
So
course.
it'll be
Yeah.
interesting to
I
see
mean,
if
I
there'll be
remember-
a fall from grace for some players because of this. I doubt
I
it, but
remember when Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain was injured for Liverpool, he's talked about how difficult it was for him to sit there off the pitch watching the people play. I mean, it's different now because there's no one playing, but
Yeah.
it's still difficult for these players
Yeah.
at the highest level to sit back off the field. And
It's
not
going to be a
playing.
big adjustment, especially because it's not just like this happened at the end of the season. This is happening mid-season, like mid to late season, right?
Somewhat towards the end, but not exactly.
But players just don't expect this to happen. It just comes out of nowhere. You stop playing, and
yeah. I mean,
And it is gonna be a difficult situation for these players. Like, I couldn't imagine. Well, like we like to play football here, but we're obviously not professionals.
Definitely not.
And we're like, our season is probably gonna get canceled, and it's gonna suck not being able to play the sport we love for at least 6 months, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, there's no end date for this. It could be 6 weeks, it could be 6 months, it could be 6 years. Honestly, we have no idea when all of this is going to come to a close.
no one has a expected date yet. Like,
But
it's still
No.
early in.
But the
it's-
Premier League did move their supposed time to resume, maybe.
The Premier League is going to keep moving it back and back. And back
Honestly, I mean, it was
and back.
April
Just like every
3rd.
league.
Here's the thing. On our TikTok, there was a guy, or it was a child to be honest.
Yes.
He said it's going to resume April 3rd. No, I told him no. It's been moved back to April 30th. He tells me to go watch the news.
Yeah.
No, this is official Premier League statement.
You're a stupid American. Go watch the news.
I mean, apparently, because on our TikTok somebody commented, "I'm not watching you unless you have a British accent." What do you want me to do? Change my voice? I can't do this. I'm sorry.
Was
I'm
British
sorry,
accent
we're
right now.
from
I do a British accent right now.
I can't really do a British accent at the moment. I very apologize for it. I watch a lot of Full-Time Devils. It's not going well right now. You can tell. Back to you, Clyde.
Honestly, it's honestly more Australian than British.
I don't know. I've watched a lot of Jim Jeffries in my time.
Honestly, though, Lucas in his
No,
Mourinho impression is
don't
the
let
best.
Lucas do his
Let's not.
impressions, please. No.
But yeah, so the Premier League has been moved to April 30th to potentially resume. It likely won't with the rate this is going. I mean, I don't even know when I'm going back to work. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear.
that's okay. I still have money rolling in.
The rest of us are
Kind
still
of.
working somewhat.
Yes, somewhat. But anything else, guys?
Well, we did ask earlier about the Euros, like who would be worst affected by being moved by a year. Who do you think that'd be? I'd say Belgium in general because I thought this is like their best time
This
for most
could
of their
have been-
players,
Yeah.
Most of their players are in their prime years, and
I'm gonna
especially
say
their back line.
teams-
yeah,
I'm going to say teams like Italy and the Ukraine, who've been playing above their level, and they've maybe fall out of form come
You
Euros.
think Italy's playing above their level?
Yeah, I think they are.
I respectfully disagree with you, but I
Well,
can't see, so I
I
can't see you
kinda
right
know
now, so I
what
can't
Liam-
yell
I know
at
what
you.
Usually do.
I know what
Usually
Liam's
do
saying with
disagree.
Ukraine though. Like the smaller teams, I guess you can say, or like the not so.
Well, I was gonna
best
say
teams.
maybe the older teams that are kind of aging, maybe. So.
Well, that's what me and Lucas were saying with
Yeah.
like Belgium, right?
Maybe we could see the rise of a different nation like Norway potentially.
Yeah, they still need to
Norway could be
qualify.
Yeah.
big. I mean, you look at Haaland, another like a full season playing in Europe
Yeah.
at a high level like Dortmund. It could be huge for them.
It could, I don't know. It could also hurt teams like. I actually don't know really. Maybe
It's we're gonna have to wait and see until what the teams are like come the
Yeah.
actual tournament because injuries are gonna be a huge factor.
and then yeah, new players could come up and develop. You never know if their development time is there.
But
So, any other major talking points from the Euros?
I mean, right now, who do we see maybe winning next year?
Okay, well, actually, before predicting next year, let's say who would have won the Euros this year.
France.
France.
I would have had France.
Like I
I'd say
said,
Belgium.
Lucas, Yeah, Lucas.
Belgium's good too.
Like
Belgium
I
or
said,
Portugal.
I find that
Lucas.
Lucas?
Who's in goals for Belgium?
Courtois.
And how hot or cold has he been?
Very hot.
But he's been cold this year as well.
No, he's been
Nah,
hot
I
in
think
his
he's
first season in
improved.
Madrid, but recently he was really good. One of the best
Recently
goalkeepers in
good?
La Liga.
Courtois.
Recently.
but
Yeah, he's been good this season.
Beginning of the year, he wasn't great.
Yeah, but he improved, and that's what's important.
He
It doesn't
improved
matter
a
how
lot.
good you are in the beginning of the season, as long as you're good later in the season.
Oh, I
Luke-
like making Lucas.
Lucas
upset.
Liam.
What? I can't see Liam. His screen is
Lucas
black
can't
for
see
me.
me. Lucas can't see me. I can't see Greg.
This is
Woz
great.
can see all of us.
Yeah.
I can see everyone.
I can see Greg and
Um,
Woz.
I'm just watching Liam and Lucas just go at each other right now, and it's great. I love it.
It's great though. I like it. This is very different for the 90th minute.
yeah, definitely.
We hope you enjoy just looking at our faces like this.
I think
Honestly.
first and
we
foremost,
also apologize.
this is kind of like a test for us to see how this can work in the future for potential podcasts, because we don't know how long this is gonna last, right?
I mean, this is what we're gonna have to do for the future for the time being.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Unless
Well,
So hopefully you
we
do
will get-
enjoy.
Hopefully we'll get better at it as well. A little bit
yeah, we're
more.
using Discord. If you have any other suggestions for apps to use, maybe Skype. But right now, this
There's
is what we
Zoom.
got.
It's
Is it-
new.
What?
Zoom.
I've never heard of it.
Hey, we got this to work
It
mostly.
kind of. It sounds like a ripoff of Microsoft. You ever know the Zune?
Zoom as ZOOM.
Yeah, no, I don't want to.
Zoom.
I don't
Zoom,
believe
Zoom,
in
Zoom.
that.
Okay. Anyways,
Let's move
I
on.
don't.
Liam, what do you want to talk about?
Well, I want to talk about the future of Ireland. I gotta be honest.
I mean, there's probably other things we can get into before the question.
Oh,
you know?
well-
100%. I've
No.
been yelled at for a week. I have to answer this, Lucas.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
What would you like to talk about?
Well, that's why I asked you.
I have no idea. What
Well,
happened in the world
let's
of
talk
football this
about.
week?
There have been certain, unfortunately, players who have been diagnosed positive for coronavirus. Most notably, Paolo Maldini and his son Daniel, and also former United midfielder Marwan Fellaini.
Fellaini.
I hope they all get well soon, of course.
Best
You never
wishes
wanna
to
see
them and
anyone.
everyone else in
Yeah.
the world who's suffering from the virus. Hopefully, they
Even
can
the,
have the strength to recover from it.
They should. They're all healthy.
Well, not just the football. There's people in all over the
Oh,
world.
okay.
Everyone.
I'm
We
sorry.
hope
That's very,
everyone's doing
very
good.
ignorant of me. I apologize.
We don't want anyone to get sick. We
former-
hope everyone's doing good.
The former Real Madrid president, he unfortunately actually passed away from it. Which
Yeah.
is very
Yeah.
sad.
It's
But,
sorry.
but some footballers have been quite like dumb with this. Like Higuain, he reportedly went to Argentina to his ill mother, but he left his isolation thing or something.
Yeah, some people
I have no comment on that. Really. I don't know what to say.
It's hard for some people, right?
But
Like,
then, like Luka
not-
Jovic, he was reported by Serbian police that he broke his quarantine to travel to Belgrade. And then Jovic blamed other people for doing it instead of himself, which it
This
just
is
is
what's
mind
silly.
to me.
If
I think
any,
it's bigger than just footballers. Just the world in general is not taking this entire situation seriously.
in
100%.
certain places, yeah.
We're seeing in our day-to-day lives just stupidity and people not being serious.
Well, the only thing I've really
Yeah.
done
it's,
is
in fact, it's affecting so many people.
like I understand if you have to go to the grocery store, but like what I've done is I just go walk outside a little bit. Like I'll just go chill in my driveway.
yeah. Unfortunately for some people, it's
Yeah, like,
harder to get through with everything going on. But
Let's just look at this.
it's a rough scenario.
Do not
It's a
look
rough
at these
situation.
players as a good example. Please stay inside if you can, guys.
I know.
It's crazy.
I know Blaise Matuidi also got diagnosed.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Paul
The
Pogba
Juventus team.
made a
The
video.
Juventus team got hit hard.
Yeah.
Thing is, Paul Pogba made like a video of him training, and he had a Juventus shirt on, and he had to kind of explain why he had it on. It's because he's supporting Blaise Matuidi. But I mean, Pogba always stirs the pot. I swear.
He does exactly. He just likes to stir it, 100%.
Yeah.
Lucas, what do you have to think?
I have something to show you guys, like moving on from this discussion, I guess, because there's probably not much left. I want to talk there was a big match that happened during the week between Italy and Finland. I sent you guys a link.
Okay.
Can you explain more about this match, though? What is this match?
I do not recall this link.
It's a big goal by my man DK.
Oh, I saw that on Reddit. Yeah. So basically, what happened? It was the what game was it? Olympic.
It was Italy versus Finland in Mario and Sonic at the Summer Olympic
Yeah,
Games.
and DK, he scored in the first minute. That was a big goal for them. I can't recall if this was a group stage match or not, but I do see Italy going far in this tournament with DK as their front line striker.
I mean, it was a great cross by Yoshi.
Yeah, Yoshi's coming up big this tournament. I think he's one to watch.
So, Liam, I'm shaking my head too, so don't worry.
I can't see you, so I don't know what's
I know.
Yeah.
I just see the two Muppets.
Back to real
Yoshi.
football.
Where
Gazzetta.
you're pointing at me.
Back to real
I'm
football.
pointing at the two of them on my screen.
Gazzetta dello Sporto has reported Zlatan might retire at the end of the season.
Oh, really?
So
40.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't
It'll be sad.
surprise me too much.
I mean, let's talk about Zlatan. And what's your favorite Zlatan moment in his career?
His goal against England. Simple.
I want to say that.
That goal was
as well.
amazing.
Can you explain that goal a little, Liam?
His over-the-head bicycle kick from down your half.
Basically, put Joe Hart in his place.
I don't know.
You don't know that goal, Lucas?
No, I just wanted you to elaborate just in case other people who are watching have never seen the goal in their lives.
Yeah.
Where are these people from, Lucas?
Well, there's I don't know.
If you're not a fan of Zlatan,
Let me tell you this. If you have not seen the goal, please Google Zlatan goal versus England. It's one of the best bicycle kick goals you'll ever see.
I
don't know if any of us are going to deny our LA Galaxy one. Just
we saw
we
saw him score.
Shout out
yeah.
to the goal that we saw live in person, which was also a bicycle kick by Zlatan.
What are the odds?
Incredible goal. The fact that we were there to watch it.
Yeah, it was incredible.
I mean, what are the odds that another player puts Joe Hart in his place? It seems people just like to score nice goals on Joe Hart. Pirlo, Zlatan, I think the list goes on.
Maybe Joe Hart's just
Poor
not
Joe.
very good.
Hey, don't bash on Joe Hart.
He got chipped by an Italian.
He's on the bench at Burnley.
Yeah, that doesn't mean he wasn't a great player for City back in the
At
day.
times, he had a good defense in front of him, but he got chipped by an Italian, and he ended up in Italy.
For 2 minutes.
Yeah.
City, good defense. What's going on? What happened? What happened, guys?
Yeah. Vincent Company went out.
But hopefully
John
Zlatan
Stones
doesn't
came in.
retire. But if he does, I mean, iconic player, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Do we, sticking in Italy, Serie A was definitely going to be a huge talking point once football is back, because I mean Italy's been hit so hard by
I think they've been the hardest hit country outside of China.
Do we see Serie A coming back at all this year?
I want to say no. No, I think it's too.
I don't think so.
I think the outbreak in Italy has been, unfortunately, it's ravaged the nation.
It's been terrible. Yeah.
I've seen
Realistically, what would you prefer for the big leagues to do? Get rid of this current season, or delay next season to finish this current one, even if it's potentially even in December?
In a sense,
I would like to delay.
I think
I
delay.
would like to delay.
Delay.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool deserve their title, as much as it pains me to say that.
Lucas, are you talking about just in all leagues, or are you just
all leagues in general?
Yeah. That I delay.
Delay.
Sticking in Italy, I mean, you look at Lazio, and I've said this before, but you know, Lazio may never get a run like this again, and how close they are to a championship.
Ideally, what you could do is you could delay it till December and still finish the season by like March or April, and then reset.
The thing is, the deals for the TV rights, that's gonna cause so much commotion.
Yeah,
that's true as well.
Finances are just all getting messed up, as we all know.
With European football, it's going to be so tough to come back, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because it all has to fit in the calendar somewhere.
Unfortunately, right now, it's still just a day-by-day situation that no one knows what's really happening.
But
it's just it's a wait and see.
Also, Paulo Dybala got diagnosed.
Him and his girlfriend both.
Yeah.
But both of them said they are like very little symptoms. So
which is strange, because a week or two ago it was said he didn't have it, and now he has it. So that's wild. I wonder how Ronaldo's doing. No one's really talked about him.
Well, I mean,
Ronaldo's in Portugal.
Oh,
there's more important things than Ronaldo.
I don't. Okay, I see how it is.
No,
if there's something bad going on with Ronaldo, they're gonna say something.
Okay. Other than that, what else?
Well, let's talk about the good.
I want to stick with one more thing.
Okay.
I know we've all made Champions League predictions, and we're all, except for Woz, we're all out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a shout here from, I think based on all three of us who are out, I hope Atalanta wins the Champions League.
Wow.
Not only would it be an incredible story, but it'd be great for Italy and just that, especially that region, which has been so hard.
Well, ideally, I think Atalanta would make the semifinal and they'll lose to Barcelona.
Atalanta to win Champions League.
Yeah.
Wow, Woz.
I don't know, man.
That's good. That's a bold prediction.
But
Very bold.
If anything, a title has been awarded this week.
In Scotland.
No,
okay, explain.
He means us.
No.
There was a title awarded. I think like the Scottish second or third league. I think.
Well, I was gonna say.
I heard about that.
No, Real Madrid won a title.
Oh yes.
Real Madrid, represented by Marco Asensio, are the La Liga Santander champions. So they won the E League thing. Marco Asensio, he's quite good at FIFA apparently. So
I mean, he's been injured all season, so he's gotten a lot of practice.
That's true.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Unfortunately, they lost to
just plays out as himself. Just plays out as himself and just practices like that.
Why not?
What else is there to discuss?
Oh, let's talk about the good that's coming from this, though. A lot of footballers, a lot of people around the world are donating their own wages to help people.
People are coming together and working together, and it's great to see. Other than the fact that it's for a terrible.
I saw Lewandowski donated a big sum of money.
€1 million with his wife. Yeah.
Yeah. Leon Goretzka, Joshua Kimmich has helped out.
What about the two Manchester clubs?
Yeah, they donated a large part of money.
I think this is actually amazing. Apparently, Brazilian football clubs offer stadiums to authorities to turn them into field hospitals and clinics to fight the virus.
That's good.
Yeah.
Gary Neville did something similar with his hotels.
His hotels, he donated them to medical people for free.
NHS, I think.
There.
Another thing is a lot of TV companies have started putting classic matches, so that's a good sign.
There's some football to watch.
I watched
Woz, I love your
Fulham.
TikTok, by the way.
Thank you. I really wish that TikTok blew
Atletico
up.
Madrid, Europa League finals.
I'm sorry.
Oh wow, that must have made you cry.
Which one? The one with Falcao?
No, it was before that.
Diego Forlan was.
Oh god, that's a throwback.
Sergio Aguero.
Hey, let's talk about that Europa League campaign, because not a lot of good things have been happening to Fulham over the years, but
yeah, you gotta remind Greg.
That's fair.
2010, Fulham were in a European final. 10 years ago.
2010? Oh my god, that's a fall from grace.
One team went on to become a top European side. The other went on to be in the championship.
Oh, so that's what's gonna happen to United. Arsenal probably. I don't know.
Arsenal. I mean, Fulham actually defeated some good teams in the run. They defeated Juventus
4-1. Wait, yeah.
Yeah, 4-1 at home though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was. Juventus were not quite there yet at the time.
Yeah,
but
they weren't they were still a very good team though.
Who was playing for Fulham that was notable?
Dempsey.
Clint Dempsey, American legend. Played really well at the World Cup in 2014.
Mark Schwarzer. Chris Baird, Aaron Hughes, Hangeland, Konchesky, Damien Duff.
Supposedly, this is a bit random, but Jude Bellingham is determined to join Dortmund over Bayern, Chelsea, and...
That's probably a fake source.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Lucas, read out the Atletico Madrid lineup.
Oh my, David De Gea, some Czech guy, Luis Pereira, some few Spanish defenders. Oh wow, Jose Reyes, rest in peace. A Brazilian, Raul Garcia, Simao, Diego Forlan, Sergio Aguero. Incredible.
Good team.
Salvio on the bench.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We lost in extra time.
Kike Sanchez Flores was the manager.
Also a fall from grace.
Roy Hodgson was Fulham's manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man
Good
of the
times.
match. Sorry?
Good times. And now it's all over.
I mean, do you
Is
ever
there
expect
any,
yourself... Well, do you ever expect Fulham to get to this point again?
I would sure hope so, but everyone can hope, and dreams can be broken.
Is there any other notable headlines in football this week?
Any transfer rumors?
I mean, any rumors you hear right now are going to be bullcrap. I heard one about Pjanic to Chelsea, which doesn't really make any sense to me.
I could see it happen, but
Could happen. Could happen.
No, I don't know.
Does Chelsea really need it?
No.
No.
Billy Gilmore.
Yeah.
King Billy.
Chelsea's midfield is probably the best part of their team, so that's not where they should be operating, in my opinion.
Yeah. Anything else, honestly?
Really, I don't. Other than the questions.
Like, I mean, we're having a podcast about football, but there hasn't been any football now for almost 2
there's been
weeks.
all this e-football.
We're scraping very much the bottom of the barrel.
There's
but-
nothing.
Our podcasts, as you can see, are a little difficult.
But that's
to
okay
do.
because it's our focus of the 90th minute is usually the Sunday podcast. But we've shifted a little bit to FIFA. FIFA content is coming very soon.
Yeah.
Did the first foot draft with me and Woz.
It seems like you guys liked our last video of it.
Yeah.
I think it's our most
We
liked video
appreciate it.
ever.
Yeah,
Well, it's up there,
There's
yeah.
some great FIFA content coming, so stay tuned for the FIFA content.
Hopefully
If
you
that's
enjoy
not
it.
your-
Don't worry.
if that's
Don't
not
worry.
your
Pro
thing,
Clubs is coming.
Podcasts are coming.
Pro Clubs is
Pro
coming.
clubs, tournaments, it's coming. Don't worry.
Yes, we have
Lucas-
hopefully at least one video
Lucas,
coming
get
this week, maybe
editing.
2.
Get
Hopefully.
editing, Lucas.
I mean, the question is, if you guys gonna rewatch any classic football matches or tournaments, what are you gonna watch?
I probably watch
There's
like
a
some
lot.
World Cup matches.
I might
Maybe
go.
watch
Yeah.
Diego Maradona. I don't know.
No, I'm going back to 1974 and 1982, when Poland made the semifinal and got third place. Because we were the best team in 1974. Can I
know
just
one
say?
match.
I'm
Sorry.
I don't.
going to go back to the 2012 Champions League. Go watch
Oh,
Celtic
God.
beat Barcelona. But I'm
Liam,
also gonna
I
watch
wonder
the
Now-
game against-
A lot of people
No,
don't know
game-
this.
The
Sorry.
game against Spartak Moscow in Moscow was a fantastic game for Celtic. One of the best I've ever watched.
Shout out Bavaria.
Not again.
Cheers, big man. Cheers.
Cheers.
Liam. Okay, you're drinking beer. I see.
Pour
but
one out for football.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Why
What do you
was
want?
that?
What do you
Why
want?
was that match against Shakhtar so important to you?
It's Spartak Moscow.
Oh,
Sport time.
Spartak Moscow. I misheard. My bad.
It was a huge game because we got an away win in Russia. I think that game also helped us clinch second place in the group. Big Georgios Samaras with a big goal for us.
Liam, I know a match you have to watch.
Okay.
It's from 1967.
Are you gonna say when Celtic became European champions?
Yes, it's on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube.
Oh wow.
I will happily watch that, and I'll see Inter Milan get bottled.
And if by chance you're a Polish football fan, which me and Lucas really wants to hear, you can go to their website pzpn.pl and
Don't worry, I'm
you
with
can
you.
watch all classic matches. You can watch all the matches that Poland's partaked.
What a weird
No, it's great because you can rewatch the
I
1974
really
World
I
Cup.
respect
But
it.
think of all the footballing nations of the world: Brazil, England, Germany, France, Poland.
I mean, Poland had 2 great generations in the 70s and
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like,
Just go watch Robert Lewandowski highlights.
No, you gotta watch
that's
Kazimir Dana highlights. Or Ziggy
Yes.
Boniek.
Kashmir.
I don't think that's how you pronounce the name, but
Kashmir.
I was gonna say
But
this
if
now.
Kashmir.
If there was a game to watch back again, I saw the highlights to this earlier this week. Spain versus Portugal 2018 World Cup.
Oh yeah, I was in an Irish pub watching. That was
It a
great.
game.
I was with you.
Yeah.
It was a great game.
If I can go back and watch one match, Poland versus Germany in 2014, because we beat them. We beat the world champions in
Yeah.
match of my life.
I never got the full gratification from that match because my cable box was broken before we even scored the goal against Germany. So I was just pissed off.
Yeah, but
That- when I should have been
Lucas.
happy.
To me, that was like
company.
I felt that's what I want to imagine that's what Liam felt like when Celtic beat Barcelona.
That was a big day for me. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, I think
Did Scotland get a good result against Germany that year?
I think so. Yeah.
A decent one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of Scotland, I'd go back and watch the game where we drew England. I mean, we were that close to a win, but then we bottled it.
You can go back, watch the match where Gary Lineker shit his pants. That's a match.
You could.
There's a lot of matches to go back and watch. If you're a football fan, you should be able to keep yourself entertained on it.
I mean, there's a Reddit page where it has a bunch of great matches.
If you're a United supporter, you go back to 2013 and relish the final days of Ferguson at United.
I should watch the 2005 Champions League final.
You might as well just go back and watch the 2019 Champions League final.
I mean, it's not.
Who's watching that?
Honestly, that's pretty shit. So yeah.
You're the one who mentioned it.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding how bad it was, Greg. We also watched that, and we always
watched the semifinals instead.
Yeah.
That was much better.
Yes.
Even the quarterfinals. My God.
You can watch Benfica versus Barcelona 1961 European Cup final.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. We get it. Yeah. There's been a lot of football over the years, clearly.
All right. So what's next, guys? What's next?
Greg, do you want to start going through some of the questions?
It's Woz, not it's Woz.
I thought weren't you the guy?
Does Woz know this?
First of all,
hired you.
First of all,
Lucas, I'm using my phone for this.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna start off with a big question. We've been asked this multiple times. Ireland. What does the future look like?
Troy Parrott.
It's Troy Parrott. Quality player for Spurs, I think. Right.
Their best player, Jack Grealish, doesn't want to play for them.
Okay. Are we talking about Republic or Northern now?
Republic.
Okay. Doesn't Jack Grealish play for Northern Ireland?
No, he plays for England.
He played for Ireland as a youth player, and then he went, nah, I'm going to play for England.
Woz, you're a big fan of Jack Grealish. Come on.
I understand this.
But with Troy Parrott, I know on a podcast a few weeks ago we mentioned that he had
some
pictures associated with being part of a gang.
Hold on. Speaking of Jack Grealish, we actually just got a question on TikTok. If Jack Grealish were to move from Aston Villa, where would he go?
There's a lot of talk about him going to United.
I would say United is the best bet. I don't see him. I can't
answer.
see him being a Chelsea rent boy.
No.
I mean Spurs maybe, but why couldn't you just wait a little?
Yeah.
What about Leicester to replace Madison?
Potentially, yeah.
Well,
why would Madison need to leave?
Yeah, that's what I'm.
More
wondering.
money.
I think Madison wants money. Yeah, 100%.
And he's got one of his best pals, Harry Maguire, at United.
Especially going into a Euros, which will be 2021, he might want to put himself on a bigger team to display himself.
But Leicester are above United.
Oh, I agree.
For now. But if the league resumes,
you're not gonna pass Leicester.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry. I was being
delusional. Financial and in terms of a global brand,
I mean, it also
bigger still.
It also depends what Leicester does, because Leicester right now is getting Champions League football, and
yeah, that is true.
We'll see what they can do there, right?
But Jack Grealish currently is. Let me check his age out here. He is 24, so I don't know if
still young.
I like him.
Yeah, who knows? Leicester could have.
He's gifted, but he's still.
Well, the thing is,
he's starting to get into his prime.
He creates something out of nothing, which I've noticed. Every time he plays, he brings excitement to Aston Villa. He carries a team on their back. I just feel like he would, if he played for United, he would come up big in massive matches. I can see him being a key player in crucial Premier League matches, Champions League if we get there.
Yeah,
but,
you can tell he wants to put his team on his back, and on a team where he doesn't have to do that, he could be really good with so much less pressure off him.
Other than Jack Grealish, in terms of Irish football, I think
Troy Parrott, of course, is
I think the future could be bright for Ireland in terms of youth development.
Yeah.
And if more of their players start going to the Premier League or going to different.
Aidan McGeady.
Aidan McGeady's still there. No, but I'm gonna say Ireland will be all right. I think.
I think they're gonna have some decent attacking talent in the future.
Yeah, it just depends if they can get some defensive coming in.
Like I know Obafemi,
always
he's a
be.
pretty promising player, but he hasn't gotten really consistent minutes in the past year. But he's still young. I know Woz, you had some people tell you about a few players.
Right, in my Twitch chat, I know some people told me. I can't remember off the top of my head. Sorry, I kind of forgot. But what happened is somebody came into my Twitch chat, and I asked him some questions about Ireland and the future, and he said they don't have a future at the moment. He doesn't seem to have a lot of faith. So
I mean, if you're comparing it to other top,
I mean, there's
nations, it's hard to say.
Did we mention Ida?
Who?
Ida?
Who's he?
He's apparently a youngster from Republic of Ireland.
What?
Is he on Norwich?
Let me check here.
One.
Liam's having a chat.
I'm back. Don't worry.
But
There's Luca Connell. He plays for Celtic.
Luca Connell's not bad. He hasn't played much for us though this year.
Oh yeah.
But he has a bright future supposedly.
Michael Obafemi.
Yeah, I mentioned him.
There's also Jonathan Offalambi on Celtic.
We signed him last year, I want to say. Again, hasn't played for us. I haven't seen him. I'm not too sure.
Let's
about
get
his
Troy Parrott.
credentials.
Look, personally, I have great respect for the Irish national team. Poland's played them multiple times in the past competition, so I've seen how they play. I respect them. Adam Ida, he plays for Norwich.
Okay. I think I might have heard of. He might have played
He's
in an
18
FA Cup game or
forward.
Yeah.
There was also a guy, I
heard
think,
of him.
Brighton, Connolly or something.
Nathan Collins, he plays for Stoke. Dara O'Shea. Oh yeah, Aaron Connolly, forward, Brighton and Hove Albion.
I know he had a great
Lucas
debut or
Bell.
something. But
Here's an Irish player you would never guess. Zach Elbuzetti. I don't think it's a very Irish name, but credit to him. He plays for Lincoln City.
There we go.
that's like in
Can
League
we
One.
move on? Can we move on from the
Unfortunately,
discussion?
Look,
we don't know
Yeah.
too much, so we can't
No.
comment.
Gavin
fully on
Kilkenny.
it.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
We have many questions to answer.
Hold on.
Yeah.
There is an Irish player on Bayern Munich.
Woz is just at it now.
Ryan Johansson on Bayern Munich. Wow, I didn't know they had an Irish youngster. Well,
There's
anyways,
always an Irish ones. Young.
back to the questions. Let me see here. Do you think Adama would flop if he left Wolves in the summer? Personally, I think he owes this season to Nuno.
I think Nuno is a big reason why he's been able to develop well. I think if he leaves, it's too early to leave, and it might be problematic.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wolves is doing good right now. Like, there's no reason to leave, honestly.
Yeah, he's had his opportunity at Barcelona, and it didn't work out for him. But I think he's a good player. I think he's suited to the Premier League, especially.
Yeah. Speed and
Wolves,
strength.
Wolves are a good team room. They're doing well. I mean, I don't know where he could go and get consistent minutes at the moment.
In my opinion, Wolves is a team that's fighting to win the Europa League,
Well,
right? So
Yeah.
like,
on the
that's
topic
great. Like,
of
there's no-
Wolves, another question we got: if Ndidi goes to Wolves, do you think Wolves can get into the Champions League?
What? Why would Ndidi go to Wolves?
I don't know.
Why
This is a
would
question
Ndidi
that
go
was
to
posed to us. I don't think Ndidi has been rumored to go to Wolves.
It gets an X from me. No to Indeed to Wolves.
Yeah, I don't see that
I
happening
don't
at
think it's
all.
happening.
It'll be tough for Wolves to get in the
If
Champions
anything-
League.
No,
If
if it did happen, good job.
If
'Cause-
anything, Indeedy would go to a much bigger team in Europe. 'Cause I think Indeedy
That-
was one of the
that's
underrated
true.
Premier League players this year.
Yeah.
B, the
Like,
Premier.
I mean, look at Idrissa Gueye. He went to PSG from, was it Everton? I think Ndidi is much better than him.
And also, I feel that a lot of the Premier League teams around Wolves are just improving. Like,
Well,
I know I'm a United supporter, but we have made a big push since we
You
signed
signed
Bruno.
2 guys.
I
Calm
understand,
down.
but we were performing better.
Bruno.
signed the signing of the summer.
But
other
than that, I mean, Leicester are always bringing in new players that are talented. Liverpool, Chelsea, City will be back in the mix like always. Chelsea, so it'll be tough for them.
Thing is, we gotta wait and see how the rest of the season still goes out, depending what happens.
Somebody did ask a question about the last podcast. Why is he wearing a United hoodie saying Champions 2013 when Man City won the league that year? That's incorrect. We won the league that year. City won in 2012.
If you're gonna comment, know your facts.
Let me see here. Can you talk about Everton? I'm curious about your guys' opinion on them.
Lucas has a good opinion.
I don't really like them.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
I mean, look, let's take bias aside. I know I'm a Liverpool fan, but when judging a player, I can be less biased. Maybe.
Hey, Liam, I'm giving you a little wink here. Calvert-Lewin, right?
Well, I was going to ask this, Lucas. Let me answer me these questions, yes or no. Is Carlo Ancelotti a good manager?
Yes.
Does he have, therefore, a positive impact on the players he is coaching?
He should, but this is a yes or no question.
I'll take it. So, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, do you think he has potential to be a 20 goal scorer in the Premier League?
I could see 15, but I don't see him being
still really good.
I don't see him being a striker that leads you to Champions League football.
That's a fair enough statement.
Do you think him plus someone could?
Could you?
I mean, it depends who that someone is.
Who would you compare him?
It's not Moise Kean. Moise Kean's out of Everton.
Who would you compare him to?
A flop.
Compare who to?
Dominic
Calvert-Lewin.
You know, I'm gonna say something really wild here, because I know they don't really play the same position. Theo Walcott.
What? They play on the same team.
I don't know.
No. A play style. It doesn't have to play the same team, the same play style. I think Calvert-Lewin is quick like Walcott. He gets him behind like Walcott, and I think he misses easy chances like Walcott.
I agree with your last part there.
The last part I like, yeah.
I think Calvert-Lewin's more of a physical striker, able to find space for himself in the box, and like we said in the past, score those simple chances, but they're simple chances because he finds the space.
Yeah.
Um,
I think he can definitely do better, like with his one-on-one finishing.
Defensively, though, with Yerry Mina center back in the team, he has potential to be a world-class center back.
No, he doesn't.
We saw the World Cup.
We saw plenty of players.
To be fair, a lot of players did have go. I mean, if anything, you could say Vida from Croatia. He had an amazing World Cup, and he's still at Besiktas, I think. I'm pretty sure he transferred.
That guy from Ghana in 2010 that missed the penalty.
Yes.
Liam, to be fair, you love your one-season wonders, and
100%.
It's the same as like the World Cup in a way. Like,
in a sense, because I feel like during international tournaments, defenders do kind of shine out a little bit because of the system they're playing in.
You want to show up, right?
Yeah, like for example, Yerry Mina. Domino, I can't pronounce his first name, but Vida on Croatia, I thought he was one of the best defenders in the 2018 World Cup. But where's he playing?
Alongside Mr. Liverpool,
the best center
in the
back.
world.
But where's he playing right now? He's not in the Premier League or La Liga. He's at Besiktas. Another example is Michał Pazdan at the 2016 Euros for Poland. I thought he was outstanding that tournament.
Yeah,
I think Lucas can agree with me.
Him and Gleek were great.
I think Pazdan was a standout player in that tournament.
And there was a period where we thought Gleek was one of the best defenders in the world.
He was, and then he did a bicycle kick in training and got injured for the rest of the tournament.
So overall, let's give Everton a rating out of 10.
I would say 6.5.
6.5, 7. That's what I was going
to
Yeah,
I'd say 6. 6.
I really think Carlo Ancelotti's experience.
The thing is, I like Everton's team. I think they actually have a good team. It's just they don't perform when they really should.
Well,
I think
Ancelotti with a summer transfer window, whenever that
not even that. I think Ancelotti's experience will help him.
A good squad going.
I forget. How do we even get to Everton?
It's a question on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Can you repeat the question?
It was basically just our thoughts on Everton.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
So I don't know about this one, guys, but Matthew Ochoa, 2006, he answered this please for my birthday. This is basically a rapid fire question.
Happy birthday.
Pick your dream starting 11. You can pick any players in the world except Messi and Ronaldo.
Right now?
Jeez.
Yeah, I
Any
guess.
players but Messi and Ronaldo?
Essentially.
Okay.
He didn't really specify like
Just on your team? You can just put it on your team?
I guess he didn't really specify what like if you can pick players from the past.
Can I suggest something?
Sure.
Can I suggest that we draw this out and then send a picture to Lucas and he can put the picture in? Because I don't know if we can go through a full 11 right now.
Yeah, we can probably do that.
Well,
Lucas, does that work for you?
why?
Because I can't go
Why?
through a full 11 right now. Are you kidding me?
I probably could.
I mean, maybe we should save this for like another video or something.
But this is for
Get a pen and
Matthew.
Paper out. I've got nothing.
This is for Matthew's birthday.
Oh. I mean,
I'll sing. I'll sing for Matthew.
Happy birthday, Matthew.
Happy birthday.
Do we want to do like we can do a combined starting 11.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Let's do a combined starting 11.
okay.
Goalkeeper.
Okay, I call goalkeeper Allison.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great
Allison.
pick,
All
left
good,
back.
Allison.
Easy, Greg. You're great.
Andy
Come on.
Robertson.
Yeah.
I'm not. No.
Yeah, well, shut. No.
No.
King Andy.
There's someone much better right now.
Who?
Fonzie.
No, it's not Fonzie. King Andy.
I'm sorry, it's still gotta be Andy.
Okay, Andy's in there.
Time up. Did anyone see King Andy's acting for Liverpool? It was
No.
superb. It was Oscar worthy. He was playing a guitar. He's like, it was fantastic.
Well, let's pick a center back.
Van Dyke.
Liam,
It's
pick a center
Virgil
back.
van Dijk. I'm gonna go with an old boy here. Classic. Sergio Ramos.
That's fair.
Okay. I'll choose right back. I'll go with Trent.
Yeah.
So basically, we have a full Liverpool team going
Okay.
here.
We're mid. Okay.
Why
you
is this just sounding like the team of the year?
Okay.
Well, to be fair, this is our dream starting 11.
Okay. You three pick a midfielder.
Greg goes first.
I mean, I already know who Woz is.
Greg, pick a CDM.
N'Golo.
That's
Conte.
it's pretty easy.
N'Golo Kante, na, 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 na.
Liam, your turn.
Woz, what is yours?
Oh come on, Bruno. Bruno Fernandes
Who would have thought?
right now.
Liam, pick a midfielder.
Do I be a bit banter or do I be
No,
intelligent?
Liam, please do the intelligent thing here.
um,
There's actually quite a few that could fill this out.
Yeah,
I want to pick Sergio Busquets. I gotta be honest.
that's a good
But
shout.
we have Conte.
We have Conte already.
Well,
You-
who
we
would you
can-
have, Lucas? Who would you have?
It's a tough one. You choose.
Oh, this is so easy.
I would put Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, exactly.
But it doesn't have to be the
Okay.
best player.
It's a, I know, but
I was
But
going
it's a
between
player,
De Bruyne.
like-
I was going between De Bruyne and Joshua Kimmich, but Kimmich isn't necessarily a center midfield.
He's been playing midfielder recently.
But I know- yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm gonna stick with De Bruyne,
Mm-hmm.
and let's pick a front three.
Okay.
Striker.
Sorry, Liam, you don't get a choice.
Robert Lewandowski.
It's Lewandowski. That's more than okay.
Okay.
I would choose Lewandowski.
yeah, I'm
as
good
well.
with that.
Okay.
2 years ago, Luis Suarez is Lewandowski now.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Mo Salah.
That's too easy, Lucas. Yeah, but he's got a point.
I like Mo Salah.
I mean, who doesn't? He's a very respectable individual.
Do any of the young players get into this? Your Haalands, your
Oh.
Jadon Sanchos.
We got one more choice.
Oh,
Do you want to put?
Uh-oh.
Do you want to
Greg?
put Sancho?
Greg, let Greg choose.
I was thinking Sancho or Mane.
guys are boring.
Because Mane
You guys are boring.
Mane's been superb.
Mane does everything.
Yeah,
Like he
but-
does
Who do you want?
everything.
Come on.
Let's go
Woz,
with
who do you
Sancho
want?
just so we don't have so much Liverpool.
Woz, who do you want?
This is so easy. You put Neymar. Neymar.
Sancho or Neymar?
You have Sancho on the right, Neymar on the left.
If
Oh, we already
have Mo
saw.
Salah, if I'm
Name. It's
making
gotta
a
be
team-
Neymar.
No, it doesn't have to be. And that's,
Did
no.
you watch the second leg of that Champions League game?
Have you watched Sancho all season?
I know. It wasn't
season.
I'm pretty sure Neymar is a much better player than Jadon Sancho right now.
Okay, hand up if you choose Neymar. Hand up if you choose Sancho for this team. Not necessarily the best player, but the one you want for your team.
Lucas, did you have your hand up? We can't even see.
Yeah. Hand up for Mane.
I want Mane.
Okay, we have Mane then.
Fine.
Sorry, but like he just does so much for the team.
Good. So good.
Okay, Ben. So here's our 11 right now on the screen for the TikTok.
I just don't
think
it's
but here's the thing. If you can include one classic player, who would it be? Like a player who's retired.
Ronaldinho.
I'm going Ronaldinho. I'm actually going Ronaldinho.
You know what? I'll go
yeah.
Dino.
Dino.
I'll go
Cruyff.
Dino.
Oh, that's a good shout. Oh, Lucas, I respect that.
There's a lot. But
Big man right there.
And also, let's pick a manager. Has to be a current manager. We're all going the same person.
Well, I don't know.
Guardiola? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, get out of here, Jurgen.
Julian Nagelsmann?
Why not?
Yeah.
It's gotta be Jurgen. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Woz, if you could choose any team in the world and it'd be under a manager, you're choosing Jurgen Klopp.
Likely.
Like,
At the moment,
I would love to spend 5 minutes in that.
Anyways, okay, right. So, back to the questions, I
He'd
assume.
give you a hat.
Give me a hug. No, we can't keep 6 feet distance. I can wave at Jurgen.
Hopefully you liked our choice.
Happy birthday, Matthew.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Okay, let's answer 5 more TikToks and answer YouTube questions.
Somebody did ask the future of Finland. What are your thoughts on the future of Finland right now?
The Timu Pukki party is over.
Do we know anything
it's
about
like the Republic of Ireland where we don't know too much.
Yeah, I don't know much about Finland, honestly. I know
we know more about Ireland than we do about Finland.
Yeah.
Next.
Well, all I can say from this is that this is from Drew Garrett. He said we are very passionate about football, or in Finnish, and we're very strong now. Apparently, I mean they do have a chance at qualifying for Euro 2021.
they have qualified.
They did.
Yeah.
Man, good. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Savor the moment. Unfortunately, I don't really know too much about Finnish football. Like, I'm gonna Google some players right now.
I mean, well, I look forward to watching them play in the Euros because it's always interesting learning more about a nation you don't know much about.
The smaller teams.
I like the smaller teams. Yeah.
Maybe comment in the comments about players that you're excited for if you're Finnish.
Especially when the smaller teams can do the upsets. That's when it's always the best, honestly.
Yeah. Plastic Americans apparently.
Go back to some older ones, Woz.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
go from ones earlier this week.
Yeah.
I'll try my best. We've had a lot of questions this week. Thank you guys, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The TikTok's been very
we're getting
good this week,
Incredible
which we very
success,
much appreciate.
Please answer. Is Thorgan Hazard better than Eden Hazard right now? Thorgan has been amazing, while Eden has been subpar.
I mean,
Is he better? No, but he's in better form.
I think that's probably the best way to put it. Like, Eden Hazard is talent-wise the better player and has proven it so throughout his career, but just the season hasn't gone well for him. And while for Thorgan, he's been able to adapt well to his new team.
And his team's been great this year.
I don't know about this one. Opinion on Hartlepool United.
Hartlepool United.
Apologies for the dog barking.
I don't know much about Hartlepool United. I know we talked about some lower league teams before, but I think with all the lower league teams, what we can say is I hope they come out of this Corona crisis with financially okay.
Yeah, you don't want all these teams to be in financial crisis. Yeah.
Greg, can you see the other two?
Yes.
They're just head down. They're ignoring us. Like,
and then you don't even see me.
I can't see you. No.
I honestly don't know much about Hartlepool.
Here's a question. Liam, here's a question for you. Where are you from? Okay, that was a question. Thank you.
Canada.
Oh, here's a good one. Thoughts on James Rodriguez playing time in Madrid and potential move to Wolves?
We got this question a few times, so thank you for it, and thanks for being patient.
If he goes to Wolves, it's a great signing for them.
Yeah.
He hasn't done much this season, though.
It just depends,
He
like,
hasn't
what
done much.
if he can find that form again that he had earlier.
We saw him at Bayern Munich was all right. It wasn't great. He's definitely not going to be a player for Real Madrid much longer.
If he can find that form of him in the World Cup, it'd be insane. But we just don't know if that'll happen again.
Maybe if I'm Jose Mourinho and Tottenham Hotspur, I'm taking a shot at him.
I know Atletico Madrid were heavily interested in him last summer, and the only reason they didn't get him was probably because they defeated Real Madrid like 5-0 in preseason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
sorry.
If we don't get to your TikTok questions on YouTube or any of your questions, we apologize. There's so many, and we'll try to answer as many as we can.
Totally.
Okay, let's do two more Woz.
Oh, this is a good question. From NCF Owen, he says, which one rule would you most like to be... Okay, let me reread this. Which one rule would you most like to change, and how would you like it to be? Try to be creative, and don't just go with VAR.
Can I go first?
Go ahead, Liam.
I want to change the rule with the goal kicks being allowed to be taken to a player inside the box.
Why?
It's stupid.
But you don't like the playing from the back, easier to play from the back kind of thing?
Is it easier because you are immediately under pressure?
Yeah, but Liam, look at it this way. Before recently, before the rule was changed, a lot of teams were able to waste time by like entering the box when they were pressured, and then all the consequence was just to redo the goal kick.
Well, that's why I would change that to, okay, now the other team gets a free kick.
Oh, really? You go that harsh?
Why not? Why not? Like it'd be like a non-direct free kick in the box kind of thing.
I would add an extra substitution for people that get a concussion. I know the problems that could come from that is you could fake a concussion or something like that, but I think in the grand scheme of things, it's more important to make sure player safety is fine.
What about just like any serious injury when you've already used 3 subs?
I wouldn't say
again,
you could fake an injury.
Issue of what is the injury? Yeah.
Someone could be like stretchered off, kind of thing. Like maybe like that.
You can be stretchered off for anything. You know, you're like, oh, I can't get up. And, okay,
I think I'd only leave it to concussion because, or potential concussion, because those could have a long-lasting damage, and we've seen players continue playing a match while they are hit in the head, and it just doesn't look right, and it's just outright scary.
What about a forced like 5 minutes off the pitch if there's a thought of a concussion?
I mean, if you're allowed to bring on another player for the 5 minutes,
you're allowed to bring on a substitute, then it comes back off when the player is clear.
I don't know if this counts, but my rule would be taking away away goals in Champions League.
That's definitely on the.
That's my I don't.
I like the away goal rules. I think it just makes it more unique.
It's good and bad in a way. Like it's got its positives and it has its negatives, especially though. So.
But I think it adds drama to, like, the away team with a huge 1-1 draw or something to put themselves through. It's just exciting in my opinion.
A rule that I'm kind of thinking of about this, like that they could add, is only a certain amount of time you can, kind of like the backcourt violation in basketball. So like you have to be out. You can't like really go back into your own half in a way. In a way, something like that. It would just be interesting. I'm just thinking of it.
I think that the game of football, it moves so much more fluid that it all moves backwards naturally.
I'm aware of that. But,
I think it would also cause problems with teams just sitting deep, and then you just have less of a tactical battle and more just attack versus defense more often than not.
I don't know. if I was going to actually say one though, try and fix the handball rule because it's such a mess, honestly.
Or even the
With,
offside rule.
What about this idea? What do you guys think
more
of this?
handball?
What if they change the games to, instead of a rolling clock of 90 minutes and extra time, what if we have 2 30-minute halves and then they stop when the ball goes out of play or when the whistle's blown, so that there's less time wasting? I've seen that proposed a few times.
Keep the 90. Keep the 90 minutes. Lucas, we would need a new name.
Yeah, true.
We are the 90th minute, not the 60th minute. No.
I didn't even realize that. Good point.
Good point.
Now I'm gonna ask 2 more questions. If that's okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, first one, has Mo Salah had his time in the spotlight? That's also been asked on TikTok.
I mean, he's had his time of having one of the best seasons in Premier League history, if that's it. But he's still having consistently good seasons for Liverpool, and
he's still very good.
It's
the question. If the question comes to the point of why can't he redo that season? It's like almost near impossible.
And like, so he won the Golden Boot.
He's still doing. Yeah, he's still doing fantastic. So
I'm pretty sure he has
I am gonna say, I think out of the front 3, he'll be the first to go.
I don't agree.
Where would he go?
We already answered that question beforehand.
2 years of Mo Salah.
That's fine. I think that's more.
Sure Mo Salah,
still plenty of time.
Pretty sure Mo Salah has like the most Liverpool goals in the first 100 games or something.
Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep.
So like, he's definitely one of the best players in Liverpool's whole history, honestly.
And
And there's been
I think
some great players. Yeah.
I think he gets disrespected too much, in my opinion.
And the other question, this is kind of more so for me and Lucas, of course. Thoughts on the future of Polish football?
Oh, God.
Okay.
Let's get another 4 hours here.
But Lucas, just quick thoughts, I guess.
I think there's a lot of question marks in a lot of places, like who's going to replace Lewandowski when he leaves.
Yeah.
Are we actually going to get any defenders?
Patrick Klimala from Celtic will replace him.
I mean, if you actually play him.
My opinion, I don't know. Right now, our defense is the biggest question mark at the moment. It really depends on who comes through the ranks. I mean, someone's going to need to replace Piszczek, who just retired from the national team. Once again, defense is always a question mark. Poland, for whatever reason, keep finding kind of hidden gems in the strike position and forward.
And goalkeepers.
Yeah. I don't know why. We have an abundance of goalkeepers.
Right,
but I think Polish football can be strong going in the future if these players can stay healthy. Because in the past, we've seen players just get injured at an early age, or they're not treated right at their clubs. I mean, you look at Bartosz Kapustka, who went to Leicester, and he flopped.
I mean, that's more down to him and his attitude.
Potentially, yeah.
I think there's plenty of good prospects on teams like Lech Poznan.
Yeah.
I know there's a guy named like Józwiak, who's a decent winger for them. And there's also plenty of other kids coming from their academy, which we should look forward to.
Poland has been developing some pretty good players recently. I think, once again, injuries is the biggest thing, because we've had some promising players since 2012, and they've been all just getting injured and ruined their careers. I think a great example would be Rafał Wolski, who had a great future. He seemed very exciting, and injuries killed him.
Yeah, but there's also guys like Szymanski, too, who plays in the Russian league right now. He's been decent for them.
Who's that one striker that's really popular right now for Poland? Who's kind of young, not Piątek, but
he only has 1 goal, 1 assist. Poland striker? I don't know.
There's a player who's getting a lot of hype.
Not Milik?
No. But if anyone after Lewandowski does retire, I think the next brightest player to come out from Poland is Zielinski. I feel like he's one of the more underrated midfielders in Europe right now. But
yeah, he's a very good player.
He's definitely getting overshadowed in Napoli because they haven't been performing too well. Still only 25, can potentially keep on.
25?
Yeah.
I thought he was younger than that. Okay, but
no.
I mean, he has. There have been times where he's been drawn comparisons to De Bruyne, but I doubt he'll get to that level.
I think Sarri said that a few seasons ago, but yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you never know. But yeah, let's move on to the YouTube questions because we got a few of those.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, so with the YouTube questions, let's begin with one from Matthew Hanlon. He says he's a Celtic fan who lives next to Glasgow. He's loving the content. Can he talk about some of the upcoming SPFL stars?
Karamoko Dembele.
I think that's the most popular name, because we've been seeing highlights of that kid for the last 3 years, I think.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years.
But aside from him, who's there? Who else is there?
Celtic definitely have some young players coming through. I mean, our right back currently, Jeremy Frimpong, I think he's 18 or 19. He's been a revelation at Celtic this season. He's been very good going forward. In terms of the rest of the SPFL, I know there's a young defender at Hearts, a left back, I believe. He's talented. He's got a good future ahead of him. Even at Rangers, I mean, Hadji's not that old. He's a young prospect there. There's always going to be youth players coming through Celtic and Rangers Academy.
What about the guy? He was supposed to join you, then he was supposed to join Norwich, but then he didn't.
David Turnbull from Motherwell?
Yeah, I see. Any good?
Yeah, he is good. He's coming back from a knee injury, I believe. He is good. If he can get a full season of fitness and do well for Motherwell, I think he's definitely one to watch, 100%.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't think the rest of us knows the SPFL too much. Yeah. So,
thank you for the question. Now let's move on to Storm's question, where he says, "What are your thoughts on Barca right now, team and management?"
A bit of a mess. Honestly, bit of a mess.
Honestly, I don't disagree with that. Of course, I'm more worried about when Messi leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I'm worried.
That's gonna be a bad time for Barca, I think.
I think Barcelona.
I think when Messi leaves, we'll see Barcelona spend a lot of money on a lot of players who don't work out. Look at Real Madrid. They're trying to replace Ronaldo's goals. Luka Jovic has flopped. Vinicius hasn't been great so far. Hazard hasn't been great so far. Could we see the same at Barcelona? I mean, look at Antoine Griezmann.
But
he hasn't
is
worked
that
out
where
yet.
Griezmann steps up? Because we've seen Benzema step up when Ronaldo left. Can Griezmann do that
Possibly.
when Messi leaves?
I mean,
as long as Griezmann's still there.
It depends on if Barcelona transition into a play style that's more suited to Griezmann, that's more suited to the players they bring in, or
especially like Suarez.
Suarez
is up there in age now too.
I think Suarez is done this year.
I think Barcelona's been a mess since Bartomeu has stepped in. Him and his yes-men have not run the club very well. And despite winning multiple La Ligas during his time, I think they have been carried by Messi quite a bit.
100%.
And also aging Iniesta as well.
They've also been very inconsistent, you know?
A guy like Messi can paint over a few cracks and give you great results when it's really
I don't know. I don't like bringing up United as much anymore, right? Of course, I always bring them up, but it does kind of remind me of Sir Alex. He painted over the cracks of United. Messi paints over the cracks of Barcelona. It's one of those kind of Jesus Christ.
Sorry, my camera
fell.
Sorry.
If Messi leaves, it's like, what's gonna happen? But I still think they have the capabilities of building a very strong team afterwards.
Oh yeah,
sure.
They're FC Barcelona.
I don't see them dropping to 10th place in La Liga or anything. They'll be in top 5 for still a long time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. I think that's good enough. Let's move on to a question from Brandon Gamboa. He says, so if you think VAR existed when Barca beat PSG, would they have lost to PSG?
Which year was this?
Offside.
Remember their
6-5 comeback.
Yeah.
Was there anything controversial in that match?
I think there's an offside. There's Suarez's penalty that he won.
Likely.
Suarez's penalty was a little bit of an iffy one because I think it was a bit of a dive in the box. But I don't know if VAR would be enough to.
I think it's fair enough to say that VAR would have maybe changed the outcome of that match. But my thing,
it's hard to say that it can change it.
If I go back in time, I still think Barcelona would have won that tie just due to this sheer momentum they had in that match.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think you nailed it quite
Yeah.
well there. Because like,
and VAR could have had like a different turn in other points as well. Like that all could have led to other times. Like it's hard to say.
and at the end of the day, I think it was just meant for Barcelona to win that match, and the stars just aligned. And sometimes that's how football happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. What's our next question, Wazzy?
It's not Woz actually. So Randall Milky, he says he loves the podcast. Keep up the good work. He asked if we could talk about Canada's potential upcoming golden generation with players such as Alphonso Davies and Jonathan David breaking out this year, or even last year as well.
I think we talked about this a little bit in the past. Canada definitely in a golden generation. And
Fonzie, of course, we all want him to lead the Canadian national squad.
He's the diamond in the rough.
Yeah, Canada just needs a few more players though before two players can't carry a team. Is like
Jonathan David is doing well in Europe. I would like to see a couple. I mean, Scott Arfield, who plays for Rangers, he's definitely going to be the anchor for the Canadian midfield. He's not terrible. I mean,
the thing is, like, Atiba Hutchinson is retiring soon. Is
the older player.
Is a Canadian guy on LAFC? Is he good enough to help carry that midfield? I don't know. Is there anyone coming up in recent years?
Who was that one player who was in the MLS recently who was pretty big? He got drafted.
The Canadian midfield is definitely the weak spot.
Kyle Larin. What happened to him?
He plays for Besiktas and he's not been good.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of hype around him.
Yeah, there was a lot of hype, and he didn't live up to the hype in Europe. I know there's some Canadian guys, like Liam Miller plays for Liverpool's academy. I don't know if he'll ever be good enough to be a high level player.
A star,
but maybe he can be a good option for Canada in the future.
It's hard because like players can also just go on form and they can also go off.
I think for Canada are going to look for when we host the World Cup to be our year kind of thing. To be that's the time when we want to be at the top of our level, the best players we can.
And Fonzie is going to be in his prime then. Fonzie's going to be in his prime then. So like
for Canada to get out of a World Cup group stage would be incredible.
I mean, for them to actually win a match would be incredible.
Yeah, I mean, John Herdman has said he's
part of the World Cup.
John Herdman, he said we're going to qualify for the 2022 Qatar, which is.
I hope so.
We all hope so.
John, those are bold statements to say, but if you go back to the Gold Cup, and we blew it against Haiti, I don't know. It's hard to be optimistic when we blew it against Haiti.
Yes.
To all the people that say support local and stuff, like we support Canada like crazy. We want Canada to do well. And if you do follow national football, you probably know Canada's not the best.
If there is a silver lining to all this, it is the Canadian Premier League. I do believe the Canadian Premier League can unearth the hidden gems in Canada. Like
hopefully. Like Matthew Wozniak.
I'm quite shit. I'll be honest. But like I said, Canada has a lot of hidden gems that need to be unearthed for us to be a successful national team. The Canadian Premier League is there for that reason. And as someone who works at like a soccer facility, I see like the amount of time and effort these coaches put into developing young players, and the passion and desire to grow players is there. Trust me, I've seen these coaches.
It's just,
like once again, these are the same coaches that helped grow Alphonso Davies to the potential player he is today. So I've met his young coaches, or his youth coaches. So
it's just hard in Canada to get scouted and seen by European teams and everything like that.
Somehow Owen Hargreaves was.
Owen Hargreaves and also Jonathan de Guzman. Remember that guy?
And Begovic.
Okay, Begovic, different story. Jonathan de Guzman, he switched to the Netherlands. He can barely crack the starting 11.
I mean, he was really promising back in the day.
He was pretty good then.
Yeah, but look, Snake. That's what he was, Snake. But wait. Sorry. On the topic of Owen Hargreaves, he does provide great analysis. I was watching him do some analysis.
He does?
Yeah.
He's good.
Look,
It's okay.
how come he's better than Jamie Carragher?
I mean, so, I
Better
think
than Gary Neville.
Nah, yeah, maybe. Honestly, yeah. Go
But
back to
not
it.
better than not better than Ray Hudson.
Oh, no one beats Ray Hudson. Anyways, continue.
Next question, Lucas.
no, I think that's all the YouTube questions. I tried to look back and forth, couldn't find any. So thank you for your questions on TikTok and YouTube. And yeah, we appreciate all of you listening to this podcast in this interesting format.
Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. And to all the TikTok viewers and everything, hopefully you see that it's hard to answer every question. And
we had a lot. Thank you guys.
I think the biggest message we can give out this week is we are trying our best in some difficult times. You know, the world is hurting. The world of football is no different. It's hurting. We are doing our best to make.
We're trying to give you content to enjoy your self-isolation.
But at the same
Thank you, Greg.
time,
That's a good way. Yeah.
At the same time, we greatly appreciate the views, the subscribers on YouTube, the likes, the comments, the followers on TikTok, the Instagram, Apple, all of them. You know, if you're checking out the 90th minute on any platform, getting involved,
we appreciate it.
Greatly appreciated. The four of us never thought we'd get to where we are today, and it's such a great feeling to have all you guys joining in, partaking, and just watching and listening.
Just like Woz said earlier, we just hit 1,300 subscribers, and we greatly appreciate it.
I actually didn't know that before we started.
We did hit it before.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Liam, do you want to outro?
Wrap this up here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Like I said, make sure you are checking us out on social medias. Links will be in the bio. And yes, from all of us, the 90th minute, from Woz, Lucas, Greg, myself, Liam. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and listening. This has been yet another week in the beautiful game. We will see you next time.
I'm so pale compared to you guys.
Dude, my color's so weird with my